Most people believe royal guards are trained to never react, never move, and never show emotion. They stand perfectly still, even when the world around them is loud, chaotic, or curious. But every once in a while, something happens that reminds us they are not just symbols of tradition, they are human beings with hearts, compassion, and the courage to do what's right. This is one of those moments. A moment when duty met humanity, and kindness quietly took over, leaving everyone who witnessed it forever changed. Before we begin, take a second to support the channel. Please subscribe, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support helps Royal Guard stories bring you more emotional and inspiring moments from around the world. And now, let's begin. It was a busy afternoon outside a historic palace, the kind of day when tourists filled the streets, cameras in hand, hoping to capture a perfect memory. A royal guard stood at his post, tall and motionless in his bright red uniform. His posture was flawless, his expression calm and focused. People whispered nearby, amazed at how someone could stand so still for so long. Across the open courtyard, a man in his early 40s struggled to keep his balance. He was visiting from the United States, traveling alone, excited to see a place he had only seen in books and movies. But as he walked, his foot caught on the uneven stone ground. He stumbled, dropped his bag, and fell hard to one knee. At first, people froze. Some looked around, unsure of what to do. Others hesitated, worried about crossing boundaries or causing a scene. The man tried to stand, but his legs shook beneath him. His face showed more embarrassment than pain, but it was clear he needed help. That's when the unthinkable happened. The royal guard turned his head, gasps rippled through the crowd. Cameras lowered. Conversations stopped. In a place where discipline ruled, even the smallest movement felt shocking. The guard quickly assessed the situation, then stepped forward with calm purpose. He broke protocol with steady steps. He approached the fallen man and offered his arm. His voice was low and respectful as he asked if the man was all right. Together, they rose slowly, the guard supporting him until he was stable. The man nodded gratefully, clearly touched by the unexpected kindness. Nearby, a young mother watched the scene unfold while holding her child's hand. Moments earlier, her son had been crying, overwhelmed by the noise and crowds. Seeing the guard step in with compassion seemed to calm him. "He's helping," the boy whispered, eyes wide. The mother felt tears sting her eyes, not from sadness, but from relief and hope. The guard picked up the man's dropped bag and handed it back to him carefully. He waited just long enough to ensure the man was steady and safe before returning to his post. No announcement. No attention seeking. Just quiet, respectful care. Applause broke out softly, then grew louder. The guard did not react. He resumed his position as if nothing had happened. But for those who witnessed it, everything had changed. Later that day, the American tourist sat on a bench, replaying the moment in his mind. He had traveled thousands of miles expecting history, tradition, and grandeur. What he hadn't expected was a lesson in humanity. He realized that kindness doesn't always come from those closest to us. Sometimes, it comes from a stranger bound by rules, who still chooses compassion when it matters most. Stories like this travel far beyond palace walls. They cross oceans and reach homes, hearts, and communities everywhere, including ours. In a world that often feels divided, moments like these remind us that empathy still exists. That people still look out for one another. That doing the right thing doesn't always require permission, just courage. Royal guards represent discipline, honor, and service. But moments like this show they also represent something deeper, the power of kindness in its purest form. As you go about your day, remember this story. Remember that even the smallest act of help can mean everything to someone in need. You don't need a uniform, a title, or authority to make a difference. You just need a heart willing to care, and if a royal guard can drop protocol to help someone in need, imagine what kindness you can offer today.